All right, so we're starting off with my profile and my portfolio that I made, and I think that it turned out pretty good. Um, we start on the page that it's like my homepage, and it just says a little bit about me. Like, my name's Taylor Larson, I have 2 kids, and I'm a nursing major, and I just applied for nursing school, so hopefully that goes really well. And next, go on to my page where we talk about our research question. And when people talk about their research question, they usually had it from the beginning. But I ended up having to change mine halfway through because I realized that my topic was going to be just like too broad. So I decided to change it into music therapy with autism because it kind of still has to do with the development in the brain, just when it goes awry. And so I decided to do a therapy that I could research and that I knew that there was more research on than just a broad thing like cognitive development. I didn't even know what I was going to do. And the reason I chose this question is because I'm enrolled in a developmental psychology class, and my teacher was talking about, we had been talking about cognitive development in children in our class, and I just thought it was really interesting. And then when she talked to me in my interview, when we had to do the assignment with the interview, a professional, and I interviewed her, and she gave me some ideas that were like I should narrow it down, and then that's why I ended up choosing this one. And then go to my About Me page, and it's where you embed the infographic about yourself. And so it's got the fun fact and the stuff about my babies and how I like music and how I graduated from high school at Lebo and my birthday and something about just some stuff that I like. And then end up going to the database demonstration, where we had to do the assignment where we demonstrated what we did in our database using Zoom with our partners. And me and my partner kind of had a difficult time because my Wi-Fi would mess up, and it's not, for some reason, not letting you see it right now, but it usually will, usually because I don't have a lot of good Wi-Fi where I'm at. And then we go to the annotated bib page and the infographic, which if you click on the PDF, you'll be able to see my annotated bibliography come up, which if you want to read it, you can go ahead. I mean, usually just for the assignment purposes. But if you go back and then you can click on the infographic, which the infographic was my favorite thing to do because it was like the most fun for me. I could make, do whatever I wanted and just put my own spin on it, and then tell all of the things that I think are amazing about music therapy and just make it my own. So that's why that was my favorite. And then I wrote the little paragraph here about it. And then when we get to the TED Talks, she asked us to say what TED Talk we enjoyed the most, and I thought that my favorite one out of every one that we watched was where the guy used the little stick figures and the monkeys and the drawings to talk about procrastination, because I think it just really relates to what we're doing and how we're all college students and how we most likely, all of us probably procrastinate in some way or another, which you can tell by right now because I'm turning this in late because of just other things in my life, and just I procrastinate, and it's kind of a problem, but I just got to work on it and try. But I thought that it was good because he used stuff that would relate to younger people, and he used words that everybody could understand too. Then she asked us to embed the one that we thought would be good and we were to mention. I mentioned one that about a guy who uses a drum to communicate with tribes in different countries, and how you can understand what they're saying by the way that they play the drum. And it goes it's a good video to watch, because especially if you're into music and you think that music can really help in therapy reasons, first of all, and also if you think that it's a way of communication between people, because it really is. And so then I cited it right down here, and then we go on to the research summary. And throughout the class, I took this class originally just because I needed 2 out of the mini classes that they offered, and I thought it would be interesting, and then I realized that it was going to be interesting, and it turns out it really was interesting, and I've learned a lot from it. My favorite assignment was the infographic, and then my other thing that I liked that we did was when we asked people what they thought things were. Like some people would call it pop or soda, or some people call it lollipop or sucker, and it's just interesting to know what everybody thinks and identifies different things as. And so my least favorite assignment was probably the annotated bibliography, because I mean, I know it's vital to the class, but I just had a hard time with citations and stuff because I haven't done that since high school, and it took me a year, like a year and a half to actually start college. So I just kind of forgot it. But I overall enjoyed the class, and I think that it's a class that everybody should enjoy, should take and enjoy.